by Siena and their head coach, Jaques, along with Tehresa Coles and Krogh. Coach?
Ida.
Ida.
Ida. Everyone call her Ida. Yeah.
And Coach, opening statement?
It's been a storybook year for us in a lot of ways. We've been successful in turning a program around and changing a locker room, changing what's expected, changing expectations. And the two women to my right are the biggest reason why, because they drew a line in the sand last year. Sat here a year ago with Kelsey Booth, and she said that's how we should have been playing all year, and we're going to do that. We're going to change things. And Kelsey, even though she couldn't play, and these two did. So we've had a very successful season. I'm very hopeful it's not done yet. You know, there's some tournaments out there. Our guys played in the CBI last year. You know, I think our RPI, I think our record speaks for itself, what we've done. I think we're a great story. I think we've got unbelievable support. Our fans have been fantastic all year long. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a little lucky. We've had some luck this year. You know, we've had some bad luck. We've had some good luck. But I'm just really proud of the state of our program and where we are. And I'm really, really excited about where we're headed. This game, we knew we had to give our best effort, and we knew we had to have a special game. And I think that when we cut it to 10 in the second half, I think we gave them too much of a lead in the first half. I should have called a timeout. I don't know why I didn't. I had a blonde moment. All right, you can quote me on that, obviously. I think that, and I think I'm funny, and these guys never laugh at my jokes, and apparently you don't either. We cut it to 10 in the second half. They hit a 3. 3-point shots is a great equalizer, especially in the MAAC. There are some very good 3-point shooting teams. And we ran into one tonight. And that's been something that sometimes you need to be able to answer that. And we couldn't answer that tonight. But overall, I'm extremely proud of our team, because if you followed us at all this year, you know how lucky I am to be the coach of 7 active players, but 12 altogether that will never quit. No matter what happens, no matter what they face, they've never quit. And they've never said, why me? They've only said, try me. And that's been our motto. And I'm really, really proud of where we're at. And I'm really proud of these two.
Questions?
Tehresa, I mean, how tough was it to not get the shots to fall until later on in the second half? I can only imagine how frustrating that was.
I mean, it's pretty frustrating, but it wasn't part of our game plan to have a lot of outside shots. So part of our game plan was to be able to get inside, be able to drive, get to the free throw line, and we didn't execute our game plan as much as we hoped to. And I feel like taking a lot of those outside shots and none of them really falling, it was very frustrating.
Tehresa, Coach talked about the transformation of the program. You've been in the program for 4 years. Can you just kind of give your perspective on what you've seen over your time here, and especially looking at this season?
Yeah, I've had 4 very unique years here at Siena. Each year has been pretty different. This year, obviously, with the record, was the best year that I've had here at Siena, basketball-wise. And I mean, the chemistry that we have and how close we are on the court, it actually shows in the way we play. And I feel like that's something that has been really amazing, and it's been really motivating and encouraging for us this season. It's given us a lot of confidence.
We've talked about you having the 7 players all year long, Allie. Is it especially tough like when Tehresa draws her second foul and you really don't have anybody to take her out?
It's even harder when she draws her third. You know, but we've had players step up, you know, all year long. We've had 3 games where we only had 6. I'm surprised we never end with 4. I mean, we practiced what we would do. We never had to do that. It's pretty cool. Not having Tehresa in the first half really, really hurt. There's no way around it. She is everything that's good about college basketball. Right? There's so many tournaments going on right now, and you just people step up in March, and it stinks that she didn't that the foul trouble kind of didn't allow her to just play free. When Tehresa plays free, she's at her best, without a care in the world, attacking. And, I think you got your 300th steal today, so that's pretty cool. But the foul trouble for Tehresa definitely hurt our team, no question about it.
And just with Margot, I mean, it's for her not to have a basket, very unusual. Obviously, great scorer inside. What were they able to do, do you think, to kind of throw
Well,
her
they're
off?
big. She's not. She's strong. I think that, there was a lot of contact. I think that, that's part of Margot's game, is getting to the free throw line. She got there 4 times. We got to the free throw line more than them, but she's a freshman. And she had a tough game against St. Peter's, and she had a tough game now. And for a freshman to log the minutes that she's had to, but only have 2 tough games, I think that Ida stepped up and played like a senior today. I think Megan was very, very successful today. So we had 2 people put up stats. It hurt to have Margot. You always need to usually have 3 people score. So we were looking for that 3rd score today. But, overall, we knew we had to play really, really well to get this one done today. And from an effort standpoint, I think we played really, really well. From an execution standpoint, we needed to make more shots. You got to score. For us to hold this team, for us to hold Quinnipiac to 64 points, I don't think people realize how hard that is to do, because they've scored an average of 80. Like, if you look at their last, what are they scoring, 80, 85 every game? Look at what they've done in February. Look at what they did yesterday. We held this team to 64 points, and we didn't have our best defensive player on the court for most of the first half. Tehresa Coles only plays 28 minutes. I think that's a pretty good testament to what we've done. Gustella is dangerous, and if you leave her open, she's going to make shots. It's a three-pointer's like a layup to her. And when you don't have your heart and soul of defense on the court, our defensive captain and our offensive captain, and I think it hurt having T off the court.
Ida, you played a team-high 36 minutes tonight. What did you do against their gold rush that prevented them from being able to score?
Can you say that again?
She doesn't know what the gold rush is.
No.
We don't talk about that in our locker room.
Okay, that's their second team, their second unit that comes on. What did you do to prevent them from scoring and advancing the lead?
We knew that the second team is more athletic and want to play faster. So all we talked about, we were like, we got to stop them. We got to play not better defense, but like more active defense. And I think that they did a good job. Like the whole team did a good job, but overall, I think we played well on defense on both teams, both the first and the second team.
Ida, we heard from both Coach and Tehresa on this season and the journey, the 4 years here, culminating in such a great senior year for you guys. Can you give your take on what this season has been like?
I don't think there's no better way to end the season like we did this year. We are 19-12 overall, and from the beginning we didn't think we could do that with 7 players, and it's amazing for T and I to finish up our college career like that.
Any other questions? Back here.
Tehresa, you hope, Allie talked about maybe having more basketball to play. How hopeful are you that you might get invited to a tournament so you can maybe at least have one more game in your career as a senior?
I'm always down to play more basketball. So if we get into another tournament, that'd be a great opportunity for us. I feel like we have a strong team, and I don't feel like this is the end of the road for us. So if we can keep the road going, that would be great. And if not, it's been a great season, and we'll still take the best out of it.
Anything else? Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks. Go Saints.